Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brooklyn Prepper. How you doing? Today I'm making a little educational video for you. All right, this is an old lantern that I have. It's a little ratty. You know, it still works and everything, but I'm going to show you the lantern hack, how to turn the lantern into a little stove. All right. There's probably a bunch of guys out there, you smart guys. Hey, I know how to do that already. Nah, this is for the people who don't. All right. So let me show you what you're going to need to make this. Come on. Alright guys, what you're going to need to make it, first of all, you're going to need an old lantern, or it could be a new lantern, it's all up to you what you want to do. Maybe a pair of pliers, maybe some tin snips, right? A Dremel cutting tool, alright? So you want to cut things up. And try to find a little, whatever you want to call it, a little thing that, a metal gate looking thing or anything like that you got laying around in the junkyard or something. And what I did with this right here, oh, very important, you must have a cup of espresso with some foam milk on top. Very important. Ah, delicious. And by the way, the espresso was made complimentary of Yankee Prepper. He sent me some coffee beans. I grind them down into a very fine espresso coffee, and it's delicious. Thank you, Yankee. That's for you. Alright, let's get that out of the way for now. Like I said, you get find a little gate or something like that where you can make and you can break it apart. I use a Dremel tool to cut it up. Alright, so there you go. You need something like this. You need a lantern, you need some tin snips, maybe a Dremel tool for cutting. You not necessarily don't need the Dremel tool, but if you have a hacksaw, that you could do with that too. But as long as I got electricity now, I'm going to use a Dremel tool. Alright, when a solar flare hits, I'll use a hacksaw. Okay, guys? Alright, so that's what you need. Let's get going. It's real simple, real fast. Okay, like you got your lantern. First thing you want to do is, get this part off. Right? You don't need this no more because you're going to make it a cooking surface now. Right? So if you don't know how to do it, you use the lanterns, you lift this part off, the glass will come out, come down, and that's how you take it apart. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this piece off, right? And I'm going to take this whole glass tube off, right? And then I'm going to cut here and cut there, so I could crush it down with my my tin snips, like that. I might even be able to cut through it. Not good to crush it down. Look at that, almost cut through with a tin snip, but I'll use the Dremel to cut it. Alright, and I'm going to cut this side too. Alright, there we go. I'm an animal. An animal. Alright, yeah, I almost got to cut through. You could use tin snips. Hey, why not? Look at that. It's hard, but yeah. Put some elbow grease in there and you get it cut up. Come on. This side's being difficult. There we go. Alright, so there you go. I'm getting this part off. Simple. Oh, I broke the glass. I don't care because I'm not going to need it. Alright, look at that. Alright, we don't need the glass. Okay, so I got that off. Alright, let's not cut ourselves. Alright, and now I'm just going to have to Dremel the rest of the stuff off. I'm not going to bore you with it, but I'll show you what I did. Alright guys, that's what I got left. See, I cut that piece off, got all that nonsense off there, and now I got these two little pieces here, and the bottom pull out with the wick. You're getting the idea, right? Hey, you got to remember, always use lamp oil in these things. Never use kerosene. Never use gasoline. Don't use white gas, green gas, yellow gas, any gas or any kind of thing besides lamp oil. Or you'll wind up like this guy. Alright, so you don't want to be like him. Okay, so that's just my word. Lamp oil only. Okay, so now I got this all off. What I'm going to do now, I'm doing this as I go along. I'm going to figure a way to mount this on top of there. Okay? Where it's going to be my cooking surface. Voila! Alright, be right back. Alright guys, what I decided to do, I decided to unroll it, you know, because they got two sides to this arm here. So I unrolled it, see how I did it over there. I unrolled this one. You gotta remember, all my videos are not planned out. I do a lot of things just on the fly. So you guys can learn along with me. Alright, so just rolling it out, and then I figure I just go wrapping back over the thing. Just like that. And I could take that. Alright. And I can roll them over. See? There you go. And then we'll roll them on top. Okay. I'll show you how it's done after I'm done. Okay, like I told you, what I did, I split them open. I split the arms open here. Right? And it's working out good. Like I said, you don't got to be the neatest guy in the world. This has to work. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this all rolled back over and see how it goes. Alright. Pull it back over. Let's roll it over. Okay. Could be a little difficult, but hey. That's why we're preppers. We have to work hard. Alright, we got this one good, crimped in. Let's gotta get this one crimped in. There we go. There we go. Ta-da, there you go. See? And all we gotta do is make a little brace right here so it could have a little support and it could fold. For easy storage. Alright, be right back with the brace. Okay, I made a little brace out of another piece that I took from the grill top that I found. Right there, so I'm going to do right here, it makes a brace. I'm going to loop that around there so it's nice and steady. Alright, be right back. Okay guys, like I said, I made a little brace. You could just put this down like that. It makes it stable, so when you put a pot on there, it can hold on. There you go. Now, you got to boil some water. You got to cook some of your dehydrated stuff up. Right, you want to stay low profile. It's easy to do. Right, now you can just light it up. Hold on. That's why we make the tilted handle. There you go. Your flame below. You don't got to make the flame too high. You know, you don't want it too high. It will boil the water. Okay, let me just take you off of here for a second. Show you. Okay. Now this water take a little time to boil, but it's going to boil pretty fast on top of there. All right. I'll be right back with you. Lunch. And hot. Alright guys, the moral of this story, what I'm showing you, is that as you're prepping, right, you should really start using your imagination a lot more, right? Sure, we could go out, we could buy a little stove and everything like that. It would do the same thing that this thing is doing. But what I'm trying to show you guys here is that something comes into your mind, build it. Use your imagination, use your hands, because your hands are going to be the most important tools in your mind during an SHTF situation. All right, so by doing small little things like that, you're generating mind power. You're getting yourself going on the lines of more of a survival type person, right? We could go out and buy the best stuff in the world, right? But say if something happens and we lose all our best stuff in the world, right? And it's not there for us no more, and then we got to scrounge around and we find little things that we could use. And now we got to just, change them to what we need them for, like a lantern. Maybe you find an old lantern somewhere. Oh, I can make a stove. I remember I did that before. So this is what I'm trying to show you guys. When I show you these little do-it-yourself type of things, sure, you could go buy it. You could buy a little burner. I have burners. I have all that stuff too. But if I don't have them, if something happens and I got to really fend for myself, I keep my mind going on tinkering around, making little things like this, Didn't take long. It takes a few seconds. But take a Saturday or Sunday, a few hours, and tinker around. Think to yourself, hey, what can I build today, or what can I make, right, that in case of emergency, if I didn't have any of my stuff, how can I survive, right? And this is what pops in my mind. If I got an old lantern, I can make it into a stove. I got a stick, I can make it into a spear. You got, learn how to make things. That's the moral of this story. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed my little lantern hack. All right, and have a good time, and live for today and prep for tomorrow. I see you guys next time.